Welcome back to the Furiosa.Podcast. It's your host, Kara. I'm gonna end up recording that intro so I don't have to ever say it again. I don't know if I want to continuously say it for each episode, but I am back. I missed last week, I know. I was a little under the weather last week and I got really, really busy. So I didn't have time to make a podcast. But I was also waiting on two shows, my favorite current shows recently. Finally finished Tell Me Lies. The Traitors finished this week, but we're going to leave it off for last. I want to talk about the Chinese New Year that recently just passed as well, February 17th. For me, the new year starts now. Okay, the new year already passed for Americans, but now it's official. I'm back on my grind. So, this episode, we're going to be talking about Chinese New Year. We're going to be talking about manifesting or manifestations for the new year, and the new year starts now. Like we have a second chance. We have another opportunity. If you did not start already in January, now you're starting in February. Hold on. I'm also drinking creatine because I'm telling you, my body right now is already on fleek. My body's on fleek, but we got to get it on a little bit more fleeker. So I'm drinking creatine. I'm drinking my amino acids. And then after this podcast, I'm going to hit a good workout. We're not playing around. We're not playing around. Oh, an exciting news. On our next episode, I will be on camera. I will finally be on camera. Finally got all the equipment. So far, it's been audio. No, there has been one video of me on camera, but it was very short because there was a lot of mistakes that happened in that one sitting. You learn as you go, but yeah. That's the exciting news. You guys are going to finally see me on cam. For the Chinese New Year, I had no idea that there was rituals for this Chinese New Year on the 17th. There's certain rituals, and I also thought it was one day. Chinese New Year's is 15 days. It's also known as the Lunar New Year, and it's celebrated in countries like China, Vietnam, South Korea, and more. It's 15 days of celebration. I want to talk about some of the rituals that they do. One mistake that I did that I had no idea, like the day of, I was like, oh, it's the Chinese New Year. Let me look this up. I had gotten a bunch of packages that day, a bunch of deliveries, and then I started cutting the deliveries with like a scissor. I was looking into it, and then it said if you're wearing red on the Chinese New Year, like all red, you're gonna bring luck into the new year with you. And I happened to be wearing all red. I had red leggings, red tank top, and I was working out like crazy. Synchronicity right there, or I'm just bringing in the luck. 777. Angel numbers. I like to think of things as like signs, like, the secret and signs, but we'll get into that. And also for this new year, I'm going to try to be less negative because I was turning a little too negative, and I had certain situations that I try to be patient. I try to be very, very patient, but I think everybody has a limit. There was certain things that was happening outside of my control. Upstairs neighbors were being a little bit way too loud. It really, really got to me, and not only me, it had gotten to family members. And I've been recording, documenting everything. But yeah, I don't even want to discuss those issues. It's just like certain things, like you have to learn how to always tune back into yourself. Also try to see other people's perspective. Like certain days, like you can make noise and everything, but the time that they were doing it was just really a nuisance. But again, you have to have heart for people and try to think their perspective, what they're going through, and understanding. But there is a limit. So for this Chinese New Year, here are some good rituals. before, on the day of the new year, you're not supposed to clean your house. But the day before, you can clean your house. If you clean your home the day before the Chinese New Year, you're sweeping away all the bad luck, all the bad energy from the past year, all the bad luck on you. You're sweeping it away. But it said also on the day of, you're not supposed to move, you're not supposed to shower, you're not supposed to cut things. From superstitions or rituals. It says if you start cutting things, you're going to cut ties with people. If you shower on the day of the new year, you're washing away your luck. And the same thing with the cleaning, do all that stuff the days before the new year. Obviously, this is already past New Year's, but it's just good to know for next year when it does happen again. So another thing that they do is they give red envelope. They put money in the envelopes, and money equals blessings and prosperity. They give it away to their family members, any close friends. Then another thing that they do is they wear red. Red is the color of good fortune. You wear this color, good things come to you. Okay, another thing that they do is keep oranges and tangerines. Keep oranges and tangerines around. We always stack up on orange juice. Tangerines, not a fan of tangerines, but we did not have them. It's all a sign of wealth if you keep that around. Another ritual, they say do not wash your hair on New Year's Day. I think, my angel numbers, I've been thinking like 777, and that's my life path number is the 7. I'm like, that was synchronicity happening with the wearing all red. I swear to everything I love. On that day, like, I want to wear red. And it's unusual for me. I'm not usually wearing red. I'm usually wearing like black or pink or white. But on that day, I felt like red. Those are some of the rituals. Obviously, there is more rituals. You can get into it. I got into it. So for next year, I'll definitely get into it more. And what I did get into was the language. And I wanted to teach you guys some Chinese. I've always wanted to learn Korean, Russian, Turkish, French. Like, if I could learn all the languages, I would learn all the languages. And I find that so fascinating. A polyglot is a person who knows, uses, or loves a bunch of languages. I consider myself that. Let me teach you guys some of it. And if I'm mispronouncing it, oh well. In Mandarin, Chinese, how you say Happy New Year is Shin Nayan Kawe Le. Remember when TikTok was ending? When supposedly TikTok was ending and everybody went to that other app, the Chinese app called Redbox. And everybody was like, okay, we're going to start learning Chinese if they take away TikTok from us. How you say wishing you wealth and prosperity is Gong Shui Fa to say. Okay, another one. May everything go as you wish. Wan Sharuji. Okay, next one is may all your wishes come true. How do you say may all your wishes come true? It's Xin Shang Shi Shang. Xin Shang Shi Shang. Very softly they say to say it. Okay, next one. May you have abundance every year. Nyan yo yo. Yo you. I think it's yo you. Nyan yo you. Another one. Wishing you strength and vitality. Long ma jing shin. I got 3 more for you. Yes. It's good to know. It's just good to know, be cultured and stuff. Okay, so this one is not Chinese. This one is Cantonese, but it's very popular as well. So this is how you say wishing you prosperity. You say gong hai fat choi. I think I've definitely heard that one before. This is the one that they say in movies and parades. San Tai Jin Hong is wishing you good health. I think I'm getting better at the pronouncing. The last one is great luck and great profit. Dai God, Dai Li. That's now all of you can wish your Chinese friends, Asian friends, anybody that celebrates the new year with any one of those sayings. And they're going to be like, how do you know Chinese? If you want to impress one of your friends, you're going to say, Gong Sai Fa Kai, that's prosperity. Or you're going to say, Wan Shi Ru Yi, that's may everything go your way. Or you're going to say, Xin Shang Shai Cheng, may your thoughts literally become your reality. I think that one's my favorite. Who doesn't want that? You guys are all fluent now if you guys practice. And I definitely have to practice. Chinese New Year isn't only about celebration, it's intentional. The colors that you wear, the things that you do, all of it is intentional. And they do all of these little rituals to make their lives a little better, to make their lives a little bit more peaceful. And they like to believe good things are coming. So I feel like that's a form of manifestation. Always thinking good thoughts, always speaking good. When you speak good, you start to feel good. If you do things with intention, you're going to get closer to your goals, basically. They clean out all the old before stepping into the new. They try not to stay in the past or have past situations burden them. They try to stay present. It's basically emotional decluttering. Not only do you declutter your space, throw out all the old giveaway stuff right before the new year, is the same way with your emotions. I feel like you have to know what you should invest your emotions in and what you have to put a stop to. Like a certain limit where you're like, is this even worth my energy? You really want to be mad at certain things and just drain your whole energy? No. And then there's also like misery loves company. People like to, because they're going through things, they want to put you through things. Everybody is going through something, and if you take on somebody else's BS, you take on somebody else's baggage and their energy that they're trying to give you, then you're going to be in that same low frequency, which is not good. When you stay content with yourself and you're not letting outside beings, you're not letting outside people or outside situations ruin your day, drain your energy, none of that. Okay, number 2 is prosperity mindset. This has to go with I think, manifesting. I have always been a manifester since I don't even remember what age. How did I get into it? I got into it because of my older sister, and I think I had a cousin that one time I was at my aunt's house. I saw on her room she had a vision board. So it was off my sister, obviously, my older sister. She was manifesting. She had showed me the movie The Secret, and then also my cousin that she's probably not even aware, but I saw her vision board. I saw her vision board and I was like, wow, this is so nice. Like, I want to create my own vision board. And then I created my own vision board and I started on that manifesting. And I do believe it works. Like, there were certain things that I wanted that I'm not going to name in this episode because I don't want it to be full on manifesting. This is just a little form of self improvement. But I ended up getting those things. I feel like the more negative you think, the more negative things you're going to attract. And then the more positive you are, the more positive, like, there's a frequency. If you're at the low frequency, you're only going to get low things. And then you're going to start seeing everything as a negative. Like, that's negative, this negative, or you're going to start waking up in that frequency. If you're in the positive and always try to be optimistic and see the bright side of things, then even when you are negative, maybe one day you're negative, or maybe 1 week, maybe you're in a slump, but you eventually get out of it. Like, nobody can ruin your peace when it comes from inside of you. So the prosperity mindset of the red symbolizes luck, but one thing, luck favors preparation. This goes with manifesting. Like, you can manifest, but do not think that you're going to manifest and not do anything. You have to work towards what you want in your life. And I've also done that where, like, I work towards what I want in my life. Maybe even if it's baby steps, how they say that Martin Luther King quote, if you can't run, walk, and if you can't walk, crawl. But how's it go? Above all, keep moving. It's like keep freaking going. If it's not going in your favor or something, but you keep having your eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize, then eventually the cards are going to go in your favor, because that's, you're not losing focus. You're on that tunnel vision. Some people, this is where they fail. They haven't done the work. And right away they're like, I want to do the same thing she's doing and want to be on the same level, but they haven't done any of the work. And then they want to be in that same time. It's like, okay, cool. Good luck with that. All manifestations take preparation. You got to be mentally in tune with yourself. You got to be aware when negative things are happening. Even negative things, I would turn it into positive. Constantly, always positive, positive, positive. And I was like, am I going anywhere with this? Is this even gonna come? But then I would also switch that thought to like, no, it's here already. It's here already. And then boom, I manifested something like crazy. It's truly when you least expect it. When you least expect it, it just happens. And it's like a snowball effect of like all the things you've been doing, all the things you've been working on, but eventually it just all connects. And then boom.
Got that boom, 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 that future boom, boom, boom. Let me get it now.
Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
Only tough trying to stay in a positive mood, because if there is negative people around you, that's not gonna happen. It might still happen, but it'll just be harder to manifest. If there's toxic people around you, always speak good things into your life. Never speak bad things. Never speak bad on yourself. I know there's people that bring out sometimes the worst in you. They'll bring out the worst in you, or they'll try to trigger a past version of yourself. You've done the healing work. You used to be like this. This is how you were. Da 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 da. And it's all negative, negative, negative. And it's up to you to believe. Are you going to believe the opinion they think about you? But if you know yourself, and if you know yourself really, really well, you'll be like, okay, you think that, but I know myself. If you know yourself, nobody can tell you about yourself if you know yourself. Just don't fall for it. For number 3, intentional reset. New year is a reminder that we all can change our path. If you feel like you're stuck, or you don't even know your path, you don't even know your goal, you don't know what you want in this life, then just travel. Travel, meet new people until you learn what you want. But if you know what you want, then go towards the freaking goal. Go towards the goal and aim for the goal. The new year is basically a moment to reset your mind, reset your environment, reset anything that you need to reset people around you, your headspace. If you've been hard on yourself and feeding yourself a lot of negativity, or even taking in a lot of negativity, then maybe now is the time to turn that around, be the positive person for yourself. Because nobody is gonna be positive unless you're the positive one. And you can't succumb to the people that are negative. This is why you need the reset. A reset is like a reminder. Like, if you're not on the path that you want, if something is depressing you, if you're in a job that you don't like, relationships, friends around you that are toxic, or any little thing that is just bad, now is the time in the new year to remove that. Remove all of that BS. Take it out. You don't have to put up with any of that BS. To just remove it. It's like you're carrying weight of others. You're carrying a load of like give a fucks. And truly, you have to give a fuck less. Why would you give a fuck about people that don't even wish you well? It's New Year. Do a reset, cleanse your space, cleanse your mind. You got to align yourself with the correct path that you want to be on. If you know it already, it's good that you know it. But if you don't know it, these are reminders for you to try to stay in the best of spirits and in a good positive mood. That does not mean you have to be a goody two shoe and accept everything, as like, oh my God, I'm the light, I'm an angel, I can forgive and whatnot. No. You still need to have boundaries. You still can cut people off, cut the negative people off. That doesn't make you a bad person. You gotta move that way sometimes. You gotta ask yourself certain things that hold you back. You gotta ask yourself every year, like, what has holding me back this year? That's the main freaking thing. What has holding me back? Has my beliefs holding me back? The way I see myself, certain people holding me back, certain metrics that you think too much about, or what? Is it fear? What is it? And then for the new year, try to take on that fear. Take it on. Go full force. Because fear is an illusion at the end of the day. So that was the self improvement. I hope everybody enjoyed. Now, let's discuss Tell Me Lies, the ending. I feel like the ending was super rushed. I wanted more episodes, but really they gave us what we wanted because it's already on the third season. Imagine another season of Steven torturing poor Lucy. Another year of Steven gaslighting her and manipulating not only her but other people. It had to end. It had to end. So many things were left unsaid that I was like, what about the teacher, Oliver? He didn't go to jail for his misdeeds. That kind of pissed me off. Oliver tried to say that Bree was obsessed with him when that wasn't the case. He was the one that went for her. As a teacher, she didn't even have no proof. The mother just believed every little thing that they said. I was just so pissed off about that. Alex, when he found out that Lucy lied, he completely broke it off with her. He was on Bree's side as well. Bree is the one that leaked the video. He was just like a side character, not even main character, but I wish there would have been something there where she would have stayed with him and left Steven for him or something. I was expecting him maybe at the wedding, something, anything. No. Evan making the mom drink. That Bree never finding out about Evan. My goodness. And then the whole wedding, Steven blurting out everybody's secret, him saying, Lucy, come with me. The finale, it was so rushed to me where I was like, I didn't enjoy it. The wedding part where it's like the toxic scene, even the toxic song. With the taste of your lips, someone that, and then all of them fighting. That friend group was supposed to fail because they all sucked. It's true. They all had secrets. They all sucked. Peppa could have literally said that Lucy made the video for her, but Peppa is such a fake ass friend that she let her get expelled. She let her ass get expelled. She let the whole freaking school think that she was a horrible person and crazy just because she didn't want to say the truth about herself. That ticked me off like crazy. I was like, oh my God, this does need to end, matter of fact. Because when Lucy goes with Steven in the car, I was like, I try to put myself in Lucy's shoes. Like, okay, he just told her the truth that Bree is the one that leaked her video. She didn't get to go to the school that she wanted. She got expelled. She had to go back home. Like, so much BS that she has to go through. Thinking that that's her friend. And no. The biggest snake was the friend. I think if I was Lucy, I would have gone with his ass too. Or I probably would have left everybody. I would have been like, I'm not going with Bree and I'm not going with you. And I think a better thing that they should have done was just make Lucy leave on her own. Like, fuck everybody. They go to the gas station and he leaves her ass. People are saying that it was supposed to be the same thing as Diana. The way that Diana had told Lucy, like, you have to let Steven think that he's leaving you. Because if you let him think that he's leaving you, then he's going to leave you alone for good. But if you tell him that you don't want to be with him, then he's going to always be there to bother you and like ruin your life. People are trying to make that scene, the ending scene, that make it seem like that's what Lucy's intentions were, but no, Lucy's intentions, I don't think it was that. Because Lucy came out with the coffee. I was thinking that he was finally for her. And he freaking left her ass. Then Lucy starts like, you could see her face is shocked, but not even that shocked. Like she's already numb to that shit and she starts laughing like she already gets it. That was like her little wake up call that like Steven is never gonna change. That's not my favorite ending. That was torturous to even watch. Lucy finally comes to the realization of like she's also free from that. I think it should have been probably a little bit more episodes, us getting a little bit more clarity on the background characters. Like, why were they even there? Why didn't we even see those stories if they were not gonna even tell us what happened with them? There's so many left unsaid things. They said that they weren't gonna make more seasons, and this was the final season. Regardless, Lucy wakes up at the end, the rose-colored glasses off. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed the first and second season the most. Yeah, it's regardless, it was a good show. Okay, now we're gonna discuss the Traitors. We were on the finale last week. I discussed who I thought was gonna go home. It happened exactly the way that I said. I said Rob's gonna win. Basically, what I had summed up, I had said Christian is gonna go home. Then I said it was gonna be between Johnny and Tara, and Johnny ended up going, and then Tara ended up going, and then it was on Mara, Eric, and Rob. I kind of figured that he was gonna go against Eric. Like that was a no-brainer. What makes you think that he wasn't gonna take out you when he took out Lisa and he took out Candace? It's patterns. He should have clocked that. He didn't even question once. Nobody questioned Rob. Nobody. The only person that questioned Rob was Candace. She knew that Rob took out Lisa right away. Candace was like, nah, he gotta go down. She kept saying his name. She said his name twice at 2 round tables, and still everybody didn't question him. Everybody was like shocked. And I'm like, if I was in that game, I would have been known like this mother freak is a mother freaking traitor. He was playing the long game. He was playing the long, like, I gotta be nice to them. He was nice from the very beginning. As the circle gets smaller and certain names get dropped, I would have expected people to question him. The ones that did clock him was Tara and Johnny. But at the very end, they banished Mark, the traitors, Eric and Rob. And after Mark, that's when they knew already. They were like, oh, it's Eric and Rob are the traitors. For sure, because Mara does not, the way she acts is not traitor. Freaking Mara was so oblivious. She was googly eyes for Rob. And the saddest part was seeing Rob pull his moves. He was flirting like crazy at the very end, trying to get on her good side. Like, no, take out. First, we're going to take out Johnny. Then we're going to take out Tara. I kind of see her why she was questioning Tara and Johnny because they were in alliance. So that is questionable. And truly, the one that was really trying to show that he was loyal was Rob. The final scene when Mara is freaking retarded. Sorry, but like, oh my God. I was just like, How could you lose that, Mara? He was using her as a pawn the whole game. He used her as a pawn. Eric as well. He used Eric as a pawn. And that final scene where he tells her, "I'm a traitor." The face of betrayal. She was shocked. That's the whole point of the show. The show is called Traitors. You're supposed to betray, especially if you're a traitor, if you get picked as a traitor. People thought that show was like Love Island. They thought it was like Friend Island. That is not none of that. It's Traitors. Like nobody questioned him ever. I think everybody knew Rob was gonna win. We all saw how the house was googly eyes for him. Rose colored glasses. Anything that you said, it was just people seeing him as the blah 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 paper property backstory stuff. That's how they saw him. Tongue out, hard eyes. That last game where they were on the boat collecting more money for the prize. Mara or Rob were supposed to jump out the helicopter, jump into the water, get the last like balloon thing. I was literally cracking up, laughing so hard because they had Rob doing this like mission impossible. And then he came out of the water with one shoe. I was cracking up so badly. But that's how badly Rob wanted it. He deserved to win. He was winning all of the games to collect the more money for the big prize. He played the game and he won, and nobody could be mad at that. In the reunion, everybody was just like, I was shocked. Nobody knew. It was because this and that and that and this. Rob wanted to go to the end by himself. Rob knew he could take the game by himself. Everybody else was so foolish. Eric would have been out sooner, even if it wasn't for Rob saving him and them taking out Christian. Instead of it being called the Traitors, it should have been called the Faithfuls, because it was truly the Faithfuls. It was, and they were oblivious. They were all faithful. Rob was the only one. Candace maybe smart, but Candace and Lisa was taken out of notice. This is the first time I've ever seen Traitors. Like I have seen another past season, but I only saw like 3-4 episodes in. I stopped. It was the UK season. This is the first time I've seen a US season, and it was one of my favorites. Now I'm like, should I sign up for the Traitors? Watch me lose the first week. Nah. It definitely makes you want to join the show though. I think they are recruiting next season that's coming up. It's just so much fun to watch and predict. There was another thing recently that came up that I saw that they were saying that Lisa Renna had gotten drugged. I forgot the name of the club, but allegedly she had gotten fentanyl in one of her drinks, and she was acting so off. And the person that saved her was Colton. Colton is the one that saw that she was acting weird. She was acting like she was drugged. He ended up talking to her staff or people to help her. She went to the hospital. I feel bad for her because she is, I don't know how old she is, probably 40 plus. That's got to give you like some trust issues and not even to drink outside. Then it makes you think like, what was it, Colton? Colton has a bad image because of Lisa, because in the show they were fighting. Not fighting, in the show they were arguing. And then other people are like, why would he drug her if he's the one that saved her? And there's been other people in the past that have been drugged in that same club. They have been drugged and they're probably investigating that. But it is sad. Always be on point when you're at a club or anywhere as a girl and even as a man. Now it's not only the girls that are getting drugged. The guys are getting drugged as well. They have videos of girls. This Tinder girls, Tinder dates, Bumble dates overseas in like DR, Brazil, Colombia. And these men think that the girls are beautiful, and then they go on dates with them. Like they find them on Tinder and whatever. And then they go on the date with the girl, and the girl ends up spiking the guy's drink. They spike the guy's drink, the guy knocks out or whatever, and they steal all the guy's money, jewelry, passport, everything. They're doing it to the guys now too. I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm just like, I'm laughing out of shock because that's just crazy. Truly, you never know who is going to be the person. And that's why you always have to be cautious with your drinks. Even if you're at a bar, the person behind the bar never accept drinks from strangers. If somebody's like, "Oh, let me buy you a drink," as a girl, if somebody offers you a drink, you go to the bartender and you tell the bartender to make your drink for you. And that's how you know the drink is safe. But if somebody offers you a drink and you take the drink from them, like you let them bring the drink to you, that's when they can spike you in that moment. And if you're with a group of friends and people are chugging a bottle or any little thing, the liquor thing, somebody can spike that bottle. It's like there's so many ways people can get drugged now. When you're in a taxi or Uber and the taxi driver offers you a bottle of water for you, now some taxi drivers carry water, orange juice, certain things because they want to get tipped or they want that 5-star rating. But some of them are bad and some of them take a needle. They take a needle and they inject in the water a drug to make you fall asleep, to make you forget. If you're not careful, you will be preyed upon, man or female. Always be cautious. And for the people that are like, "Oh my God, it's not even that serious," and like, no, it is that serious. It happens every single day. Even always tell your siblings, tell your family members, younger family members. You never know who this could happen to. You know, then it just makes you aware. There was another situation I saw with like the bathrooms, female bathrooms. There's been situations where like a female will follow you to the bathroom and the female will stab you with like a needle and that can put you to sleep, and then the female will act like she's your friend and like, "Oh, she's just drowsy or drunk," and she'll take you out and then you could get trafficked. That's another situation. There's other ones where it's like you go in a bathroom again as a female, you go in a bathroom and they can lock you from outside of the bathroom. They always say when you're going into a bathroom, you have to check outside of the bathroom, like the door, check that there's no locks. Because if you see locks anywhere and it's late at night or you're at a gas station or anywhere and there's locks in that bathroom from the outside, you can get trapped. You know, the same thing, you get trafficked or something bad happens. This is just to be cautious since we were already talking on that topic. You gotta be alert and you gotta know your surroundings. Always know your surroundings. Always have a friend know where you are. Carry on you any self defense weapons that you have. Like I would have a bracelet that had it was for self defense bracelet that turned into like a knife, and always just have something. Always. We discussed already the new year. We discussed manifesting a little bit, self improvement, tell me lies, the traitors. That was basically it for this week. Definitely follow. Yeah, stay tuned. Psych. I'm not leaving you. I wanted to leave off on a good note because I felt like that was like it wasn't negative. It was obviously to be aware, but we can discuss something on a good note. Oh yeah. Okay, here's the good note. There was rewards. We're still gonna talk on the traitor. On the reunion, they gave rewards out. Who was the best hat? Who wore the best hat? Who was the best fit outfit? So I want to do some rewards as well. Who played the game the smartest? Who do you guys think played the game the smartest? Rob R played the game the smartest. So he takes the awards for smartest player. Okay, next one. Who let emotions get in the way? For the traitors, who let emotions get in the way? Definitely Mora. She let emotions get in the way. because she could have won Traitors. She let emotions get in the way where she believed Rob was the faithful that bad. She believed in pinky promises and that he had her back. And the emotions were there. She felt a certain way towards him, and she went off that emotion. If she was playing strategically like him, then she would have won the game, but she didn't win the game. In the reunion, I think everybody got their closure in the reunion. I think everybody said what they needed to say. There wasn't really any chaos. Everybody acted cordial, like nothing crazy. Speaking on Mara still though, like, damn, Mara, you could have had that. You was just male centered, and he just got to you. Damn, 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 damn. But I know she already knocks herself probably daily for it. Like, damn. She was even saying in the reunion, she was like, I'm so dumb. And everybody's just like, yeah, you are in their head though. Everybody's like, no, you're not. But yeah, you are. But we we can't blame her because the whole house was dumb. For more rewards, let's see. Who was the least known? For me, honestly, the least known, like that went past everybody without like was Mark. I didn't even remember his name in the last episode. I think the most innocent one looked was Eric. Eric or Mara as well. And that's it basically, Kitty. So we ended on a good note. I think now your homework is do a vision board and do a vision board. No, we're not even going to do homework. Just stay tuned for the next episode and stay happy and stay untouchable.